Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryder, and this is a beginner's guide to Orisa. In this guide, we're going to go over the basic abilities, strengths, weaknesses, skills of Orisa, and kind of help you out if you're new to the game and you're trying to learn how to play her and how to effectively use her. This should help you kind of get into quick play, maybe some early competitive play, stuff like that, and kind of really get into how she works. Keep in mind, this is a beginner's guide. It's not an advanced guide. It's not going to make you a master, but it will give you a starting point. If you really want to master some of these heroes, it'll take some time kind of getting used to them, learning their ins and outs and how they function. If you do like this video, please feel free to hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, check the description box down below where my Twitch channel is, where I stream pretty regularly on there. But without further ado, let's jump into the guide for Orisa. So Orisa is a tank hero. That means your job is to essentially protect your team and create space, be the biggest threat on the field, be the target, be the meat shield. Okay, that's your main thing. Whoops, wrong button. So as Orisa, she is very good at this. She is a very powerful tank. She has a lot of damage output. She can do a lot of damage in the field, and she's a big threat to a lot of people. I will kind of go over her primary fire is her augmented fusion driver. This has unlimited ammunition. However, there's a temperature gauge that you can see filling up on the right. When it fills up, overheats. You gotta wait for it to cool down, and then you go. So with her, she's more of like a don't hold the button down kind of hero. You don't want it to overheat because then you don't have any way of dealing that damage. But it's very respectable damage that she deals with that auto fire in a straight line. Then she has her energy javelin throw, which she does with her secondary fire. This ability can be thrown from a distance, hit the target, does pretty good damage, and knocks them back. And if they hit the wall after being knocked back, they take more damage as well. Another added perk to this ability is it interrupts anything that they are currently doing, namely things like Roadhog's self-heal. If he's going to use that inhaler and heal himself, if you time it right and you throw that energy javelin, it will interrupt that heal, stopping him in his tracks and stopping him from healing, and his ability will still go on cooldown. There are a lot of abilities that can be countered and shut down by that javelin. So play with that javelin and see what you can stop. Throw that thing pretty much at anyone on cooldown to stop them from doing what they're doing. It does respectable damage. It's a good way to get some easy picks and really screw somebody over, especially if they're not ready for it. And then of course you have your energy javelin, your javelin spin. That's where she takes that same energy javelin and she spins it in front of her like a little fan. While she's using this, she will deflect, or she doesn't deflect. She basically absorbs and destroys any incoming attacks that are coming at her. This has a 7-second cooldown, but it is part of her defensive kit. And on top of this, you can run into the enemy team and push them back. Fun fact and little tip, if you're on any map, and I love doing this on my games, if you're on any map with a cliffside or a spot where you can knock people off, she can run into the enemy team with that javelin spin and knock them back, and it makes it for easy booping opportunity, or easy knockoff opportunities like so. Bye-bye. Pretty funny. I've gotten some pretty funny little boops using that. It's pretty funny. I've got to play the game doing that. It's entertaining. But you can also use it defensively to kind of block incoming attacks. It also absorbs Moira orbs, Junkrat grenades, stuff like that. So I think the only thing it doesn't absorb is like Winston's lightning and stuff like that. So, not perfect. Her other defensive ability is her Fortify. This gives her temporary health boost, as well as it makes it to where all damage taken is reduced. And she basically makes it to where her heat generation on her weapon is reduced, and she becomes basically covered in metal. This is a good defensive to use if there's like a Mei ult going on, or if Roadhog's trying to hook you, stuff like that, because it makes her invulnerable to those abilities. If Orisa is fortified, hook will not, it'll bounce right off of her. Same with Mei's ult, the Blizzard. It won't freeze her in place. You can use Fortify and run right out of it. These are things that you can do to kind of counteract these abilities. So use that effectively, or if you're just in danger and pushing in. Then her other ability is her ultimate, her Terra Surge. When she does this ability, she will drag I had the wrong button. When she uses this ability, she drags everybody in, and as you can see, the little percentage that's building, you slam it down with your primary fire, and based off of how high that percentage is when you hit your primary fire, will determine how much damage it does. It drags everybody in, slows them in the zone, and then when you slam it down, it does a bunch of damage. You can completely wipe an enemy team with this if you time it right, but you do have to give it time to charge up. You are entirely vulnerable while you are in that mode, though, so you either need to have somebody pocketing you with heals, or you need to pop your Fortify right before you go in to use it, because you are a big target while you're doing that channeling, and if they kill you in the middle of it, then it's kind of a wasted opportunity. Combo it with things like Graviton, Maze ult, things like that, and you'll have a lot better luck with it. But at the end of the day, you pop Fortify, you use that, you charge it up to about, I say sweet spot's about 130, 140, and you slam that down. You may not kill everybody, but you'll probably get 1 to 2 picks, or maybe even 3, and that'll be enough to win a team fight most of the time. It's a very strong ultimate, and she gains the ult charge pretty fast in a team fight, as you can see. I mean, just landing these auto fires, I'm already back up to 40%. She's a very dangerous tank if you play her right. She's more of your defensive based tank, but she can push. She can be a more aggressive push and make space tank. So don't be afraid to push in with her, but she can be defensive as well. So if you want to hang back, she can shoot from a distance. She can do that kind of stuff. Strengths and weaknesses wise, strength wise, she's very strong against Roadhog. She's very strong against Bastion. She's very good against some of your aggressive hit scan players like Soldier 76, McCree, Ash, because she can block those shots that they're firing off. Imagine Soldier 76 popping Tac Visor, using his ultimate, and all she does is just spin her javelin and absorb all of his shots. Things like that. As far as counters to her and things that she's kind of weak against, Reaper can eat her for breakfast pretty easily because she's not the fastest in the world to counteract Reaper blasting into her face. Genji is also a little annoying to her just because, again, speed. Anybody with speed kind of has issues with. So your Genjis, your Orisas, your Tracers, these heroes all that are too fast for her to kind of follow and track. They're kind of a problem. But at the end of the day, she really doesn't have any really hard counters. If I were to pick one really well-rounded tank in the game right now anyway, during the recording of this video, Orisa's basically it. She's one of the more stronger, well-rounded tanks that doesn't really have any direct weaknesses with anything, really. Like if you're a really good Orisa, you're gonna dominate, and you're gonna be hard to stop. A really good Orisa can carry a team. So keep that in mind whenever you're kind of learning her. She's probably gonna be she has a little bit of a skill cap, but not majorly, not anything crazy like Doomfist. But she does have a little bit of a skill cap. But anyway, yeah, that right there is your beginner's guide to Orisa, guys. If you guys liked this, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Check out the Twitch channel in the description below, all that stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully it was helpful. And I will see you guys in the next video.